Hello everyone, I am the Plane Shifter and he is Lahee Eshkree. And we are back, phasing into the universe of Final Fantasy XIV. There is a primal rampaging through Lahee, so of course, we've been sent out to buy groceries. And yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. Buying groceries. Alright. Next step. An offer you can refuse. Shamani Lamani would like to discuss wine with you. Life can be so delightfully unpredictable. I always had a passion for wine, but it wasn't until I was forced to retire that I could pursue it as more than a mere hobby. It wouldn't have been possible if not for the savings I amassed during my time as a mercenary, of course. Say what we will about the nature of that work. None can deny that it pays well. But you grow impatient, and Whiskcat must have his wine. Herein lies the problem. Nothing in my possession is of sufficient quality for this occasion. The best vintages in town are hoarded by Birglant, who owns and operates the largest winery in Vilbrand. Somehow I doubt he will be receptive to your request, but given the circumstances we must needs beg his assistance. Very well, I guess there's no harm in trying. What's going on here? What ranked amateur bottle this wine? The impurities have rendered it nigh undrinkable. Dismissal is too good for the man responsible. He should be made to drink every drop of this polluted swirl. What is it? I am in the middle of an important discussion, and I do not care for interruptions. The neophyte veterinary bid you speak with me? Ha! Neither you nor your friend has the palate to appreciate the subtle qualities of my private stock. I would sooner serve you gobble than sell you my worst vintage. Be gone from my sight! Oh, wow. What a personality. Business must be bumming. Like, his wine needs to be like very, very good. I didn't know there was an orchestral role here. I need to come here with my main character. Do I have the money? That's not that expensive. He said no, extremely politely. I take it he said no? Really? In those words? Well, I cannot say that I'm surprised. While there is no denying his passion and skill, the wine baron of Limsalomisa is not a man known for his tact. Very well, we shall have to take an alternative approach. How many shorts are you gonna make me do? It won't work. Shamani Lomani has another bright idea. There is a chance, however small, that another resident of Wineport can furnish us with a suitable wine. In fact, had you come several years ago, I guarantee this would not be a problem. Alas, the quality of our product has declined significantly in recent years. The only breeds cultivated these days are common lowland vines, which isn't to say that their grapes are of poor quality, only that we have known better. Long ago, the vignerons of Wineport crossbred several species and produced a grape-bearing wine of never-before-seen quality. Bacchus grapes were once the pride of this town, as they were used to produce vintages which surpassed all others. This includes the most aromatic, the most complex, the most flavorful of all wines. Aye, the legendary Bacchus wines were born right here in Wineport. Pardon my enthusiasm. You see, I once had the privilege to sample that particular wine. It was an otherworldly experience. In that moment, I felt as though I had tasted the nectar of the gods themselves. I transcended my mortal flesh and was one with the creation. I mean, that's what it feels like from being drunk every now and then. But as it is all too often said, the calamity changed that. The Bacchus vineyards were completely destroyed, along with much of the existing stock of Bacchus wine. What little remains is closely guarded by its owners, for it can no longer be made. If we cannot convince Birglin to part with his wines, our next best option, as ridiculous as it sounds, is to find someone who has a bottle of Bacchus wine, and to offer them every gill we can spare. I've heard rumors that one of the vignerons tending the vineyards might have once owned a bottle. Perhaps you could start by speaking with them? If I had such a bottle, I would have sold it in an auction. I'm sorry about that, but there was a bug in real life, not in the game, and it needed first question. It wanted first question. That's the correct way to say it. What? Do I have Bacchus wine? I wish. I never had the chance to try it myself. Sorry, friend, but you're a few years too late. Bacchus wine? Bah, don't remind me. Used to have a cellar filled with the stuff. Though thought I could keep the wine safe from thieves and the elements. Never counted on a bloody primal blowing up my goddamn house. That's sad. No wonder they call it a calamity. And I'm not talking about the wine. No luck, huh? Most regrettable, but we had to try. But Bacchus wine would have been perfect for the occasion. Though I must confess, my certitude could be due in part to my personal history with the beverage. It is, after all, the very reason I decided to become a vintner. After Titan blinded me in our battle beneath Agamotto, I fell into a deep depression. It wasn't until I tasted Bacchus wine for the first time that I realized there was still so much I could experience, even in my condition. It helped me find a new direction in life. It breaks my heart to think that wondrous ambrosia Visions filled me with hope may be forever lost to us. Any other ideas? Give a man a drink. Shaman Lomani appears to be in deep thought. I must say, the stock of Bacchus wine has made me rather nostalgic. Indeed, there is much amiss about my life with the company of heroes. After everything the captain has done for me, I could not bear to disappoint him. Have no fear. I swear that I shall find suitable wine for the banquet, though I might need some time to think of a solution. In the meantime, there's a favor I would ask of you. 2 years ago, in the deepest depths of my despair, I stumbled across Vilbrand as a vagabond drunk. I suspect I was looking for a place to die, because I very nearly found one not far from here. It was there that a man named Drest took me in and nursed me back to health, and it was he who gave me the first taste of Bacchus wine, which helped me find my new calling. Though I am still a novice in the arts of winemaking, I would like him to know that I am pursuing my dream. This wine is my own original creation, and I would be most grateful if you deliver it to him in my stead. Drest sometimes works at the Raincatcher Gully docks, so perhaps Ritz Kilt can tell you where to find him. Alright. Let's search for said Drest. It's not like there's a primal attacking an ocean or anything, right? Yeah. That said, blinded by Titan. It could be me tomorrow. I don't think I would be any good with wines though. Would you happen to be a Ritz Kilt? Only dockhands are authorized to enter the storehouse. Be on your way. I'll take that as a no. I'm looking for Ritz Kilt. Dressed? Oh, you mean the hermit? Aye, I toss him a few gil when we need an extra pair of hands. He doesn't talk about himself, and I sure as hell don't ask. When a man got a face with scars like that, you best leave well enough alone. And I say, if you've mind to find him though, then head southwest to the Severed String. Severed String. He really enjoys his solitude, it seems. Hermit indeed. Pretty place if that's the correct one. Dressed? What do you want? Lomani Rosso. Shamani Lomani's first attempt at winemaking. At least the name sounds legitimate. Wine, I didn't ask for this. Who sent you? It was Shemani Lomani. Believe you know them? Dress is suffering from extreme duress. That weight. Can't sleep. They won't let me sleep. The buzzing. It keeps me awake. I've never wanted to hurt anyone. I won't fight. I don't want to fight. Please make the buzzing stop. Make the midges go away. Dude, you're in a bad way. Okay. Let's see if I can help you a little bit. To add insult to injury. A massive gobble. Come on, dude, foul. I have problems enough as it is. Okay. One less problem. Oh crap. Do all mages have gobble friends? Yeah, at least those ones are not that much a problem. Huh. I wonder if that will calm his nerves a little bit. Hey, you okay, sir? It's not so loud anymore. Did you do that? Thank you. You helped me. Even after what my comrades and I did to your country. We were on a reconnaissance mission when the maelstrom caught us by surprise. We tried to escape, but the others, no one else survived. I didn't ask for this, damn it. I'm not even Guardian. They conquered my lands, it's just like they tried to conquer yours. I don't want to die in some blasted jungle halfway around the world. I just want to go home. What have I gotten myself into? Battle scar. The rest appears to be in greater control of his faculties. I wish to thank Shamani for the wine. That was overly kind. Would you be willing to bear a gift back to him? Last night at Red Mantis Falls, I collected the sap from nearby palm trees. If place it in coconut shells and start for a few bells time, it makes for a fine wine. See, it should be ready by now. I left 3 shells out there. Please take them to Shamani for me. I'm glad he's moving on with his life. I hope to one day do the same. Good luck, sir. You should try to sleep now, I guess. This must be what wants me to give to Shamanilo money. Mhm. It has been some time, Lahee. What news do you have from the rest? He is not faring so well, but asking me to give you this. Sap of a palm tree fermented inside an island coconut shell. Far more potent than wine made from grapes. Palm wine, if brewed for too long, can cause loss of eyesight or even death. Is it really tightened that that many him lose his eyesight? Ah yes, I recall he did have some knowledge on winemaking. A simplistic but nevertheless effective method that utilizes the natural properties of palm sap. I shall have to enjoy this batch before it spoils. We are not so different, Dress and I. Two men who have long struggled not to let our scars define us. I worry that he has been alone with his thoughts for far too long. Oh, he definitely has. Aye, it's past time we paid him a visit. Thank you for looking after him, Lahee. Could I get some of that pine wine to take to Gageruja? Shimani Lomani is brimming with glee and he wishes to share the reason why with you. It was a very good year. By the gods, Lahee, listen. I know you're eager to wash your hands of this wine business, but I've just discovered something extraordinary about Trest's palm wine. Is it good enough for Gigeruja? He sealed each coconut shell with a leaf. What does my phone want so much with me? Okay, nothing. As usual. He sealed each coconut shell with a leaf which has a very distinct shape and unusual odor. I thought I was going mad at first, but now I'm certain. These are the leaves of a Bacchus grape wine. So do you know what this means? Somewhere in Raincatcher Gully, the legendary wine still grows. If we could obtain a cutting, you could revive the Bacchus wine industry. We must know where Drest found these leaves. Here, take one of them back to him and see what he remembers. Okay. Yeah. I don't think any of this is getting me any closer. To solve the real problem that I'm here to solve. Titan. Hello, Drest. Oh, hello again. What is it? Bacchus grape leaf. A broad green leaf from a thought to be extinct Bacchus grape wine. Where did you find these leaves? It's just a leaf, isn't it? I only chose it because it was pretty. Didn't know it was rare. I found them near the Juggernaut to the south, but I didn't see any grape wines. I saw fresh gobble tracks though. Maybe the leaves came from the wines growing on the back of such beast. If you go looking for it, please be careful. Some gobbles are more territorial than others, and you may have to defend yourself. Yeah, don't worry about me on that regard. Well, here we go. Bacchus grape wine. A cutting from Bacchus grape wine, a variety of sweet wine grape thought to be long extinct. Found it. Night. What did Dress have to say, Lahee? Tell me everything. Gobbles, wine, pretty leaves, this thing. Aha! I was right. The smell, this texture. I hold in my hands a Bacchus grape wine cutting. Come now, enough with this nonsense. I've heard talk of your discovery, and I refuse to believe that a common adventurer and a novice vintner could... 12 was my witness. It is a Bacchus grape wine. Wherever did you find this fantastic specimen? At the back of a gobble. What? You would offer this to me, but why? Yeah, you don't deserve it. There's none better positioned to reconstruct the Bacchus vineyards than you, Master Bergland. You have the resources, the knowledge, and the passion to do so. It would be selfish of me to keep this cutting. I never knew you cared so deeply about your craft. Thank you, good sir. I will not squander this gift. In just a few years' time, I swear that every tavern across Eorzea will once again be clamoring for a cask of Wineport's legendary Bacchus wine. Sir, you needn't. Wait, the shape of this bottle, the scent of this label. This couldn't possibly be... A 1547 Bacchus? But that's impossible. This vintage has not been seen since years before the calamity. It was the crown jewel of my personal collection. For years I debated opening it, wondering if today or tomorrow would be the ideal time. But now I realize that it was never meant for me. It should be savored by the saviors of Wineport, I say. He has made us an offer we cannot refuse. Master Gigaruj will find no finer wine. If you have forever changed wine, Wineport, Lahee. Thank you for your kindness and your generosity. But do not permit me to delay you any longer. Pray deliver the wine to Captain Whiskat. Are you sure you want to give this rare thing for that? Well, yes. I would very much like to drink it, but I am a patient man. I have faith that one day I shall have another opportunity to taste perfection. Huh. If you say so. Even an experienced connoisseur can be misled by an elaborate label and elegant packaging. I, on the other hand, have no choice but to focus on the taste and texture of the wine itself. How ironic it is that what I once considered to be my greatest weakness has become my greatest asset. Glad to see you're doing fine. Boy, the fight with Titan really changed its dressed. Or was the fight with Titan? Who knows, maybe. Guy saw his friends falling. I need to keep myself stilled. Oh, Ishitala, you're back. Greetings, Lahee. I thought it fitting that I seek you out and offer my gratitude for all you have accomplished. I went grocery shopping too, was actually quite complicated. Your prolonged absence was beginning to concern me, so what of the wine I asked you to bring? Bacchus wine, a vintage wine from the year 1547 of the 60th Astral era. Be glad I didn't drink it. Is that 7 hells? A 1547 Bacchus. Even I know how rare that is. I have to admit, I didn't think you had it in you, but congratulations, Lahee. Thanks to you, this will be the most luxurious feast Costa del Sol has seen in years. Considering the lengths you went to, I hope our guests appreciate it. Speaking of which, your associate arrived a short while ago. She appears to be growing somewhat impatient. She's not the only one. Perhaps you could tell her that the banquet is about to begin? I got a gobble minion. Hey, MC2M. I'm having my time wasted. in the company of heroes. Sounds like a wonderful activity. Yeah. So yes, there is a primal attacking Lanosia. Not attacking, but ready to attack Lanosia, and the people that were supposed to teach me about said primal decide to send me grocery shopping, and I just done. Ishitolo is concerned about your well-being. You have the look of a man who has been to the seventh hell and back. Yeah, that sums it. That a guest should be expected to supply the victuals for the banquet held in his own honor, and this while the shadow of Titan looms over Eorzea. It beggars belief. What? I'm a guest? Can teach about the dangers of the world on an empty stomach. Yeah. I can only apply to your stoicism. Had I been asked to endure such ignominy, I fear I should have accepted my lot with less grace. That would be a lot. That would be very little grace. I guess we eat and drink and be merry because tomorrow we die. Lady Shitola, Sir Eshkree. Hello? 1,000 pardons for this extreme discourtesy. I was wholly unaware of your true identity, sir. Had I known, I would have never have permitted my men to subject you to such unspeakable ordeals. Come now, he must have sensed something was amiss. You all were a mess. You didn't seriously think I would send you running the length of breadth of Eorzea for a banquet, did you? You just did. But yeah, what else there is into it? Spare him your mockery, Captain. Your intent was unclear to me until this moment, and unlike me, Lahee has knowledge of your traditions. Mayhap you would be so good as to enlighten him? Aye, aye, fair is fair. There is no sense hiding it any longer. We 5 were chosen by our brothers and sisters, and before the company of heroes disbanded, we each swore a solemn oath. That any who would follow in our footsteps must be weighted and measured, not by their reputation, but by their deeds. Each man would choose would be godslayers by his own criteria. If even one found him wanted, he would be rejected without a second thought. But if he proved himself worthy, he swore that we would do our utmost to support his cause. The world has ever been full of brave souls eager to give their lives for a righteous cause, but how to feel capable of making a difference with their sacrifice, to send a wave after wave of hapless adventurers into the jaws of a foe against whom they have no hope of victory is worse than futile. Titan is not one to be challenged lightly, and we will not be complicit with the deaths of the unworthy. I don't know how that grocery shopping list would prove my worthiness. Which is why the 5 of you deign to test Lahee with such commendable thoroughness. Time well spent, I'm sure. But tell us, Captain, what is the assessment of you and your fellows? He is a brave one, that much is certain. He willingly walked into the midst of danger, despite my repeated warnings that it could cost him his life. I know how to defend myself. His skill is undeniable. He stalks his prey relentlessly, as a child of the sands, and struck with precision when an opportunity presented itself. Too many adventures these days care only for the fortune and glory. Lahee, however, is kind and generous soul. I am certain he has no shortage of loyal allies who will gladly fight at his side. Willie Uplander is talentful plansmaker, tricksy fool for mighty Rocky Man. I can only concur with my colleague's assessment. With 5 of the company of heroes, hereby judge you a world challenger. Cast down the Lord of Crags, Lahee Eshkree, and write a new chapter in the history of Eorzea. Well, I still feel like my time was wasted. With the formalities out of the way, let the festivities begin. Surmounted dancers, pour the wine. Eat, drink, and be merry, my friends. For today we celebrate the birth of a new legend, Lahee Eshkree, Titan's Bane. Lahee Eshkree, Titan's Bane. Well, might as well, after all. What's the point of fighting a primal in an empty stomach? Greetings, Lahee. I thought... Okay, it's the same thing she said earlier. Congratulations, Sweetling. Now relax and enjoy the show. It's only just begun. Seeing everyone again like this brings back such fond memories. I wonder if any of them would be interested in reforming the company. You can drain, sir. Tasty fresh treats are plentiful in belly of a brave fox. It feels wonderful to be with the others again. I wish this day would never end. Sometimes I question if opening the... Oh, you're not, it's not related to this, okay? Tasting the exotic face triggers a divine revelation. In that brief, transcendent moment, you glimpse the true form of reality, comprehend its fleeting nature, and cry out to the heavens in celebration. When you face the Lord of Cracks, do not of Solomensa, Eorzea, or anything beyond his chamber. Think only of the men and women by your side. Fight for them, and they will fight for you. Remember that no great victory was ever achieved alone. Noted. Godly Uplander must be facing mighty Rocky Man with clever fight think. Gobby Flock cannot be coming to rescue this time. Your wrestling friend is quite a dashing rogue. Any chances you could introduce me? He's gonna introduce himself to you soon enough. What's going on right here? Why is there a car on top of me? Ah, Lahee, you brave fool. Promise me that when you meet Titan, you look him in the eye and tell him London sends his regards. Okay, but do you have anything useful to tell me? Guess not. You are blessed with a fortitude to rival the earth itself. Titan will struggle to break you, I think. You are a veteran of countless battles, Lahee. This is but one more. Trust in your experience and you will prevail. No, okay. I guess you can get a move on. You are kind to induce them, Lahee. This banquet is as much for the company as it is for you. Whatever they may claim. I do not deny that they mean well, but now is scarcely the time for celebration. Though they have all but pronounced you the victor, the battle with Titan has yet to begin. The hour has come for the good captain to make good on his promise. We must speak with him again. Indeed. So, are you done wasting my time? As you wish. Whiskat truly intends to tell you how you may face Titan this time. You must be eager to face Titan. Not really, but someone has to do it. As promised, we'll show you the way. Travel to Bronze Lake in Upper Lanosia. There you will meet with Riol, another man who once served with the company. To ensure that this knowledge does not fall into the wrong hands, you remain in hiding until you have given the correct signal. Give me your map. You must whistle loudly at 3 locations I mark. Only then he will appear to meet you at this 4th location. Realize this may seem excessive now, but you will see that it is more than reasonable once you comprehend the risks inherent in your method. I thought you were done wasting my time. Well then. I'm not attuned to Bronze Lake. Okay. So teleport to Wineport and walk there. Thankfully, it's not me that will be done the walking. Well, I guess you can handle these guys. Need to preserve my strength for whatever comes next. Whistling can be tough business. Didn't expect as many Mamoja here in Eorzea. They're not native to this part. Okay. Remember, Cartano, I say, I was dead under the milestone standard, and for every drop of my blood, the Guardians paid double. The 12 willing, I'll fight again, and if I fall, why, I'll see my currents from the flats again. Look at that. I must look rather suspicious doing this. Go figure what goes in the mind of these. What? What's going on in here? Okay. Might as well help. Alright, now that I solved this little problem, I'm on the wrong place. I'm still in the wrong place. What have I done wrong here? I should have never dropped it down. Big. Where is that guy? Finally. I didn't need to fight a Mamoja. Greetings, mate. Might you be the one Captain said would come calling? I thought so. Pay attention now, cause I ain't explained myself twice. Lord of Crags, Rial is waiting for you to give him your undivided attention. Go on, I'm all ears. Despite not being a Viera. Years ago, when we was waiting up how to get to Titan, one of our scouts stumbled across this beast meteorite, see? How does this help me? What's that look for? Not familiar with them? He speaks of an unamplified etherite, which has been claimed by a beast tribe. Lest you wonder, there is no fundamental difference between such etherite and those which you have used on countless occasions, Lahee. Ah, well, if it ain't the Charlian lass, welcome back. Forgive me for interrupting. I had planned to wait a report, but I succumbed to curiosity. The tunnels beneath Ogomoro form a bewildering labyrinth that no outsider has ever fully explored. How the company of heroes managed to navigate it is a mystery I have long pondered. Ha! Give us a bit of credit, love. We weren't daft enough to try going in the front. The kobolds are always digging new tunnels and filling the old ones with traps. One wrong step, and the next thing you know, you've got 100 tons of rock in your noggin. Suicide to even try, see? Fun thing was, the kobolds didn't seem to have no trouble finding their way around it. And it was that as got us thinking. I mean, Ogomaro mines are like a bleeding city, aren't they? And getting around in a city that big would be a right pain in the arse if you didn't have an Ethernet, wouldn't it? So it stood to reason that the kobolds must have one, didn't it? Even if there were Etherite shards in the depth of Ogomoro, you would have needed to attune yourselves to them before you could identify their signatures within the livestream. Oh well, that's where you're wrong, love. We had this Charlian bloke to help us, see? Delivered us right into Titan's bedchamber, he did. I don't rightly know how he did it, but I do remember he saying it weren't nothing any Charlian scholar worth their salt couldn't manage. Did he now? Locating a beacon in the absence of a known signature might be possible if the Aetherites in question happen to be... yes. But in order to guide a traveler to said beacon safely, a second part would be required to... It is possible, in theory at least, yet I cannot be certain until I try. Plainly, I will depend upon whether or not I am worth my salt. Oh, you are, lass. Don't you worry about that. Have a bit of faith in yourself. Why don't we all go to Zelma's run and take a closer look at the Aetherite? It ain't far, though there's sure to be a few kobolds blocking the way. Not you can't handle, mind. Would be strange if I could go straight to their god without any resistance. Oh boy. Ah, there it is. I don't really know what I'm doing. So, this is the deity, right? The company of heroes used to gain access to Titan's sanctuary. It is as Papalimo speculated. In its present state, the Aetherite signal will not be strong enough for our purposes. I may, however, be able to use my own energies to amplify it. Alas, the task will monopolize my attention for the duration. It seems you have to proceed without me, Lahee. I must needs remain here and supplement the beacon's power, lest you be denied your only path of escape. Got it. Fear not, I'll summon the Maelstrom forces stationed nearby to protect us. With effort, it is possible that I may be able to stabilize the Aetherite signal and thereby join you, albeit belatedly. Until such time as I do, you will be on your own. Got it. Now let us see if I am worth my salt. I have located another beacon, one far below the mountain. I can only speculate as to what you will find there, so stint not your preparation. Got it. The navel now accessible. I must needs remain here to ensure that you have a means of egress. As I told you, you have no way of knowing what awaits you at the beacon. So be sure to prepare yourself prior to departing. Got it. Let's go upon some reinforcements. You can just do this. Let's see, how long is it? 10 minutes. That's exactly how long I'm willing to wait. If in 10 minutes you don't find a team of players, we're going in with the NPCs. I'm level 51, I wonder if I could just solo him. Probably not. I don't have the gear. My gear is not level 50. Is the scholar there? going into the navel as well, most likely. That shouldn't here though. I probably should travel to a more populated data center if I want to use the dirty finder to do these things. Let's see, is anything interesting to do here? The Wanderer's Policy is right there. Ah. I don't think I have the Wanderer's Palace unlocked. Let's do some sightseeing. Don't you go coding any ideas of golden glory. Nothing hell will rise from that bed. The Wanderer's Palace is more a tomb than a trove. Got it. Is there a fate here that I can do? Oh, yes. Go. There we go. Hey, it's been really hard here to get 3 other players. The first white is testing, that's what. Took forbidden entry to the spring. He insists on returning Asian every day to disturb other customers. Oh, there we go. We're doing it. With other players, nice. Look, an overdweller, and yes, an invader from above. He uses our Aetherytes against us. He has defiled Titan's sacred sanctuary, trespassed, violated, defiled. Overdwellers must leave, overdwellers must fly. Brothers and sisters, fear him not. His fate shall be decided by the Lord of Crags. Hear me, overdweller. You and your treacherous brethren must be held to account for the breaking of the covenant. You shall be the first to face judgment. The Mlinsalamensa and her oath breakers. Liars, betrayers, oath breakers. Oh, great Father, Lord of Crags, Titan, we summon you. Titan, we summon you. Oh, great Father, Lord of Crags, Titan, we summon you. Titan, we summon you. He's come, the Lord of Crags, Titan is come. Overdweller, art thou deaf to their weeping? Thy vile kind coveted ever the blessing of the land, and murdered my children by the score, all in service to greed. The sins are beyond pardon. Ah, but I am not the first to suffer thy defiance. Though this bring a fruit low. Godless overdweller, thy myriad heresies shall not go unpunished. Upon thee shall I wreak a terrible vengeance. I didn't remember the cutscene was so long here. So Titan is a bit more involved than Ifrit. If you are on that red area, you fall. He's fat. He also has this tendency of entombing people. And you need to break the rocks. Not this. Oh no. Oh, I'm gonna be entombed. I almost got entombed. The Lord of Crags, Great Father Titan has fallen. After all that talk, I expected more. A crystal again. The crimes of the Overdwellers shall never be forgiven, never be forgotten. No, no, never. I'm sorry. It was our king who broke the covenant. We have acted only in defense of our lands. Cease your aggression, or never will there be peace. Until our dying breaths, we shall defy you, deny, decry, defy. Why do I have a feeling I'm the bad guy here? Now, these are the readings that one would expect of an Akon. I have seen enough. We proceed as planned. Are you sure that is what? Wait. Are you sure that is wise, my lord? Your curiosity is untested and unproven. We do not yet know its true capabilities. Then trusting mine, retiting, my curiosity, as you so eloquently put it, would have bested Titan in the blink of an eye. Why? If there's to be truth in the legends, it could readily subjugate the whole of Eorzea, giving but a little while longer. Is that not so? It is. No greater single power has ever been conceived, much less realized. What you say may well be true, but while such devices may win battles, I do not believe they will serve to change the course of this war. Oh, but they will. Have a little faith, my friend. I cannot endorse this course of action. Fool. And now he has a fort. Fascinating. Carry on, Crystal Bearer. Far till you have come, your work is far from done. And now it remains to mark his passing. Well, the answers are not if not elusive. It is of little wonder that they should cast advanced teleportation magic as well. But that they would choose to consort with the Empire. What common goal could they possibly share? I feared I might have arrived too late, but I see that you had the matter well in hand. Well, I had help. I have taken measures to ensure that we are not pursued, yet I cannot say how long they will hold. Take your leave while the kobolds are still in disarray. I'll follow anon. There is something I must investigate before I depart. I'll teleport you to the Etherite in Zelma's room, and we will rendezvous at Camp Rose Lake. Agreed? Very well. Titan wasn't as challenging as I expected, but I must not let it get to my head. I think of everything, that's the biggest lesson I got from that grocery shopping list. Things might not all the time go well. How fared your investigation? I am relieved to see you well, but come, let's just discuss our next step. Ishtola is keen to discuss your next task. All good things. Though we already have reached the Maelstrom Command, protocol requires that a representative of our order inform the High Commander of the mission success. The honor is rightfully yours, Lahee. Once again, I must commend you on a job well done. We shall speak again soon. Did you enjoy the story? I do look like I haven't played this yet. And that's intentional. Alright. If I get some time, I think I'm gonna go to Gridania. It's good to see you, Private Eshkree. Word of your trying to reach me some while ago, but I am pleased to have it personally confirmed. First Ifrit and now Titan. Truly, when I think of your achievements, I feel the loss of the Warrior of Light less keenly, and there can be no greater compliment than that. You and your order are heroes. Suffice to say, we are glad to have the Scions in our ranks. You still have some skeletons in the closet, though. I shall relay the details of your report to the Admiral forthwith. Please send my regards to the Scions of the 7th Down. Until next time, Private. Huh? Well, I did this. I did defeat Titan. Lahee, this is Miphilia. Y'shtola has informed me of your success. You have won a great victory for the people of Eorzea, one that shall not be forgotten. And, what is more, both you and Y'shtola emerged from Ogamoro unscathed. Why, Tataru and the others seemed as glad of that as they did of the Titan's fall. You can look forward to a hero's welcome. You'll be awaiting your return at the Waking Sands. There is much to discuss. Godspeed. Godspeed. What is this? Still missing a few. Well, I'm not in a hurry, so I'm gonna check what the summoner lady has to teach me about Titan. Hello, Imitra. You wouldn't believe what just happened. Imitra, the researcher of Apkallu Files, wishes you to proceed with the next summoning ritual. Titan essences infuse your aura, Lahee. I foresee no further obstacles preventing us from attempting the next ritual. Shall we proceed with the austerities of Earth? I have every confidence that you will succeed in binding the Titan Edgy to your will. According to my research, the most suitable location for the ritual is a place found in the southwest of the Outer Springs. In the North Shroud, a heretofore beard layer of ancient rock exposed by the violent upheavals of the calamity, has lent the surrounding area an overwhelming earthen aspect. The conditions will be perfect. I will wait you at the destination, Lahee. See you there. Ooh, forward float. I have an anchor right there. So the calamity made this mess.
Tem mais, ó. Você quer que traz?
That explains the nonsense that is this place. The ritual you are about to perform is essentially no different from the austerities of flame. Instead of fire, however, you will be concentrating on shifting your etheric balance towards the spectrum of earth. Once you have achieved the required state of earthen affinity, the primals captured essence will tumble forth and coalesce into the stony form of Titan Energy. As before, you must demonstrate unflinching authority. If you would convince the newborn avatar to heed your commands, let us begin. Think rocky dots. Hello there. I just fought the bigger version of you. There were more people though. Is that molten lava? There we go. Oh, well done, Lahee. Oh. What in the... I come in search of Allagan relics, and what do I find but a pair of incompetent dabblers? By what jest of fate did you chance across such undeserved power? And who might you be, sir, to so boldly question our accomplishment? If you have indeed unlocked the secret of summoning, then you must be in possession of the very treasure I seek. How terribly inconvenient. I need only slay you both and take what I need from your bloody corpses. Ifrit edging? Gods below? A summoner? But how? Cease your infantile prattle. The continuation of my divine work outweighs the worth of your pitiful lives. Sir. That was uncalled for. Why do you struggle so? Your unwillingness to accept oblivion but delays the inevitable. Heed me, Avatar of Infernal Flame, incinerate these foes in all-consuming hellfire. No. What? Feel nature's fury, you vile blackguard. I tire of this childish game. Thank your gods for granting you another day of miserable existence. He's gone. What a decidedly unpleasant fellow. You can say that again. I guess rock beats fire. Would that mean that Ifrit is scissors? He must be scissors aspected. Well, I suggest we return to Apkalu Falls. I have no desire to linger here and chance another encounter with whoever that deranged mage was. I can't fault you for that. I must say, I did not expect to meet another practitioner with the summoning arts. And I also did not expect to be suddenly fighting for my life. What precious treasure do we carry that this callous stranger was so willing to kill us to process it? Maybe my soulstone? Such mysteries aside, I am most glad that you were able to secure the Titan Edgy before the summoner decided to unleash his fury avatar. Without its protection, I doubt we would have survived that conflagration. The Edgy of Earth, as was so aptly demonstrated, is not a force to be trifled with. We should certainly take the time to explore its capabilities, as well as its limitations. Be careful, however, not to neglect other magics at your disposal. Meanwhile, I shall confer with my colleagues in the Sons of Saint Koinak and see what I might learn from that hostile summoner. We shall meet anon. Oh yeah. And now I can finally summon Titan. Let us pretend we we went and done some leveling, but I'm already extremely over leveled. So we can do this. Shadowing the Summoner. Dimitra wishes to share with you the results of her investigation. Kinda neat this is an AoE. How far do you with your training, Lahee? For my part, I had some success in overcoming the identity of our mystery attacker. We knew that our assailant was capable of summoning Ifrit Edgy, so I perused the records of past expeditions for those who claimed to have triumphed against the Lord of the Inferno. In these victorious primal hunters, there are 8 names listed as present whereabouts unknown. After eliminating unlikely candidates based on race and gender, I was left with but a single name, Tristan. Assuming the records are accurate, this hero was once registered as a soldier in the Immortal Flames. As to how the man came by his skill as a summoner, or why he sought to kill us, however, I remain woefully ignorant. Nevertheless, I have witnessed him use the art of summoning for casual brutality, and that I cannot countenance. This power should never be employed for the sake of tyranny or personal gain. It was meant to oppose such evils. It is a responsibility to bring this Tristan to justice. Should he stand idle, his reprehensible actions could very well stain the good name of future summoners who have yet to answer their calling. The art itself could be outlawed, the very mention of it taboo. I mean, it's already kind of taboo what we're doing. Now, through my inquiries, I was able to determine that a war comrade from Tristan's days in the military resides in Little Alamigo. I ask that you pay a visit to this former soldier and learn what he knows of our callous villain. Okay, let's get to the bottom of it. Luckily, I've warmed up to the Alamigans. Hi, I'm looking for the friend of a foe. Well, it seems like Tristan wasn't telling tall tales after all. He said I could expect some primal adult sod to show up and start asking questions. Why don't you stay here and play with some friends of mine? I have a message to deliver. He's all yours, ladies. I think this is a trap. Just for the sake of it, go Titan! That wasn't what I expected. Guys are still watching the cutscene. I went away, did all the things, and these two are still here. Hi, I got ambushed. You were set up on? The Fiend is one step ahead of us. I'd wager 10 years of dig site findings that Tristan's warned his old allies long before you set foot in that settlement. They thought you one of the tempered, mortal in trial of a primal as well. In addition to being ruthless, it appears that our opponent is highly intelligent, and not quite as deranged as I first assumed. Such a level of planning hints at the existence of some greater scheme, but that is still all we know. For the moment, we must be content with the knowledge that he perceives us as a threat and is aware of our efforts to track him. Speaking of which, you did exceedingly well to survive the trap into which I blithely sent you. I must apologize for my carelessness. I will not underestimate this man again. On a happier note, however, my efforts to decipher the elegant texts proceed apace. Here, you must read this. With your skills already tried and tested against the edgy, you should have little difficulty in mastering a secondary summoning technique such as this. Let us put this day's disasters behind us and focus on the wonders that lie ahead. Very well, let me take a look. I don't know, plain flare. Nice. Hmm? And I can do one more. Imitra wishes to share with you her thoughts on dealing with Tristan. Greetings, Lahee. Though it is good to see you, I am afraid I have yet to ascertain Tristan's ultimate objective. I only know that he is cunning and brutal, and will stop at nothing to achieve his purpose. As matter stands, we but chase after this man's shadow. Such a straightforward pursuit will, I believe, leave us ever one step behind. Our sole advantage is the treasure we possess that Tristan appears to covet. Eventually, his desire will bring him to us. Where and when the Tristan will strike, I cannot say, but it is unlikely to be on a field of our choosing. Thus, I suggest we prepare for this inevitable conflict as best we may. As fortune would have it, the ruins of Mordona may have provided us with a new source of strength. Word among the Suns is that a set of Evoker's attire has been unearthed. Made during the reign of Allagan Empire, these enchanted garments were sewn for the exclusive use of summoners. I can only imagine the degree to which they will enhance your already impressive powers. The man supervising the excavation efforts at St. Coinex's find, Ambroise, is a dear friend of mine. In light of our circumstances, I am certain that he will consent to a request that you be allowed to don the attire. Shall we pay him a visit? Sure thing. Mordona. I have never been there. Tanalan. Cortez. Okay, yeah. This quest expects me to be a lot more advanced on the main story quest as well. So I will eventually get there, but right now I must return to the Waking Sands. Well, I shall investigate that as soon as I can, but I kinda need to report to the science. See you later. What's going on? Was that screaming I heard? I'm not sure I want to know. You heard the commotion just now? What in the seven hells were they doing there? Wrestling a beast? You look like the adventurous type. Mind taking a quick look? You guys are making me nervous. Did something happen here? Where is Tataru? Oh boy. Sir? Oh my goodness. This is bad. This is very bad. In Imperial? Here? How? When? Why? Oh my goodness, no. Is anybody here? Is anybody alive? Hello? Sir? That was quite a battle. Another Imperial. Eorzea? Eorzea? This one is glad. Walking one is safe. Oh, here I go.
We'll be awaiting your return at the Waking Sands. There is much to discuss. Godspeed. Thank heavens he is safe. Louisoire, do you see? Your light shines brightly in this one. And in time, it will illuminate the realm once more. Oh!
Advance no further!
We have come for the one who slayed Ifrit and Titan. Bring him forth, or you shall know no mercy.
Confound it. Stay out of sight. I would leave a message with you. I surrender myself, on the condition you spare the innocents.
Conditions? There speaks the Supreme Sire. I'll grant you have courage, but you would be better served by armor.
Search all you will. The one you seek is not here.
So it would seem.
And yet you knew to look here. But how?
Hold that thought.
No, not the cabbage.
No!
Conditions of surrender denied.
Cease at once!
Have you not done enough?
Perhaps. Enough. We must away. Though we have not found our quarry, the High Priestess of the Scions should suffice for now. They say she also possesses the Echo. I cannot wait to hear her scream. I said enough! We leave. Bring the prisoners.
Walking on me, Ophelia. Let's get this one too. Don't exert yourself. In case walking one returned, this one is to say, a church in Eastern Tunneling. Walking one must claim sanctuary. This one tired. Tried to protect walking one Ophelia from Imperial ones. Forgive this one. Save. Norexia. What are the Imperials plotting? What do they want with the Echo? Well, it's the Sons of Saint Koinak that Norexia mentioned. Let's see what we can find there. How did they find that place? Serialad, I have a heck of a story for you. Is something troubling you, my son? Is something trouble you, my son? You have the luck of one who has endured great suffering. If there is anything I can do to help, anything at all, I need only ask. Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. Curse my enemies, Father, call down divine vengeance upon those who butchered my friends. I'm gonna say that. The crimes of which you speak are grave, yet I cannot do that which you ask of me. Be assured, however, that the gods see all. If you would ask of them for anything, let it be justice and not vengeance. Yeah, I guess my blood is boiling a little bit. Well, the wild roses are dead, Father, and I know not what to do. The wild roses? I see. You may speak freely here. We are all friends of the science. How could this have happened? And you were certain that Minfilia was among those taken by the Guardians? According to the vision, yes. Let us pray no further harm comes to them. You may stay here for as long as you wish. It is the least I can do for a friend of Minfilia's. I have known her since she was but a child. Well, do I recall the day of our first meeting. I swore then to do everything in my power to support her, and I will gladly offer the self-same service to her brother and sister science. So please, no matter what you require, you need not hesitate to ask. Marcus, would you come here for a moment? Yes, Father? If you require assistance, pray speak with Marcus. He is a trifle shy, but I assure you he means well. I should explain. Marcus is a survivor of the Battle of Cartano. Alas, his experiences took a terrible toll upon his mind. Had we not taken him into our care, he would surely have perished in the desert. Marcus, I want you to look after Lahee. Do you understand? Yes, Father. What a goddamn mess. So, Marcus, huh? Level 34 weapon coffer. Marcus has a personal request to make of you. You can take it with you. Excuse me, Lahee. Sorry. Do you have a moment? It concerns this broken horologe, which was found in the pocket of a man brought here for burial. There's something familiar about it, but just what I cannot say. Perhaps if I tinker with the device, it would come to me. However, I lack the proper tools to do so. I would ask that you journey to Camp Drybone in my stead to obtain a bullpoint chisel and a pair of needle-nose pincers. They are often used by goldsmiths, so perhaps they would be the best people to ask. Of course, I do not expect you to foot the bill. Here, take this coin purse. That should cover it. Weighty coin purse. A small yet heavy leather sack containing presumably roughly the amount of gil needed to purchase the tools requested by Marcus. Any surplus coins could be considered commission owed to whichever party in the transaction is bright enough to claim it as their own. Let's see. Do I know any goldsmiths here? Do I know the way here? Hello. A ballpoint chisel, you say? And a pair of needle-nose pincers? Those things don't come cheap, you know? I have coin. Those balls! I mean, yes, that should be sufficient payment. Nice doing business with you. I think I overpaid. Ballpoint chisel. Unlike carpenter's chisel, which have flat heads, the ballpoint chisel has a pointed one and is used by expert goldsmiths to perforate soft metals. Needle-nose pincers. This tool is often employed by goldsmiths or clockwork engineers to seize and manipulate minuscule pieces of wire. I'm actually kind of okay of doing this menial tasks about now. I need some time to collect my thoughts. Marcus, here is what you requested. Have you brought the tools I requested? Something occurs to me. Please wait here for a moment. It was for naught. Though I repaired the device easily, the sensation that stirs within me remains a mystery. But how? How did I do it? These hands, my hands, they moved with a mind of their own, deftly manipulating the clockwork mechanisms. There was no doubt or uncertainty. I knew exactly what to do, as though I had performed the same motions countless times before. Pardon me, Lahee. This was a mistake. Please give the horologe to Sister Eluned. The man who once owned it is currently in her care, and I think it best that it returned to him. I mean, maybe some of your memories are coming back. If there is anything I can do, please ask. Repaired horologe. By some manner of clockwork wizardry, this strange contraption can precisely measure and follow the 24 bells in a single turn of the sun. Good morning to you, sir. Have you come to pay your respects to this man? I think this belongs to Han. Never before have I seen such a queer device. You say that it measures the passage of time? Mayhap they are more common in Garlemald. I am given to understand that its cities are filled with all manner of amazing technologies. Marcus said that it belonged to the deceased? Oh dear. You don't suppose that the owner might have been Guardian spy? It may behoove us to notify the authorities in Camp Drybone. But, mayhap more importantly, how did Marcus manage to repair this device? I know he had a talent for the trades, but this goes far beyond mending fences and touching roofs. Indeed. Bringing out the dead, Sister Eloned is staring at you with great sadness in her eyes. I recognize you now, Lahee. Allow me to express my deepest condolences for those who lost their lives in the attack. I apologize if discussing this upsets you, but you should know that the bodies of your comrades are presently being removed from the waking sands and prepared for transport here. If you wish to leave this work to others, I understand. However, taking part might help you find closure. Very well, I might lend a hand. Hello? You don't look like you don't look like one of them church fellas. Not that I'll turn you away, no sir. As you can see, we've got a pile of unidentified bodies over yonder. No one's come to claim them, so off to the leech yard they go. Be thankful you didn't have to go inside and see the carnage for yourself. It was the stuff of nightmares, I tell you. Goddamn Imperial. I don't know what quarrel they had with these folks, and I sure as hell don't want to know. The sooner we put this behind us, the better. Say, ain't I seen you around here before? Or do you just have one of them faces? Nah, never mind. And the road, there's a carriage that comes to haul the bodies of the leech yard out by the east gate. There is only 8 left to load up, but since as I'm exhausted from carrying all the others, I have a mind to leave the remainder to you. You might want to cover your nose while you work. Some of these folks are starting to turn. Very well, sir. Not looking forward to this. I barely knew most of these people. Oh my. I'm entering dangerous waters indeed. Scion Corpus. How you are able to fit this stiff scion of the 7th down corpse into your bag is a mystery best left unsolved. Mr. Game, this is not the correct place for this time of levity. Are you from the church? What happened to the big fella? Ah, forget it. Just bring the next batch and toss it in the back. I don't like to complain if you're rough. Well, ain't you a strong one? 4 in one trip? Reckon there's no need for me to lend you a hand with the rest then. I mean, there were way more people. Yeah, this dude was really tired. Alexis Corpus. The sylph's peaceful expression belies the fact that she no longer lives. The sylphs will not be happy. Come on, let's finish this before I die of old age. Oh, screw you. That should be all of them. Thanks for the help. Reckon I won't take too long to deliver all the corpses to the leech yard. Even so, you might want to hurry back and tell them that our work here is done. That's not how I expected the day to go. And it's raining in Camp Drybone. What else is new? I see you decided to heed my advice. I pray that in doing so you found some small measure of peace. The first carriage from Vesper Bay arrived not long ago, and you have begun preparing your current for burial. I had a hand in the initial rites, and I would like you to know that, for many, death came quickly. Rest assured that we will treat them with the utmost respect, and do everything we can to ship our tent to Tal's realm. That's a very different attitude from your carriage, dude. Bury me not on the lonely prairie. Sister Elenid wished to discuss one of the Scions who perished at the Waking Sands. I thought we can perform the rites for the most of the Scions. There is one whom we cannot accept. We would like you to return this one to her people, the sylphs of Little Solace. It's only proper that she be given into the care of her friends and family, so they may mourn her in accordance to its sylphic traditions. Makes sense. Makes perfect sense. To Little Solace, I guess. A strange fitting name. This one is surprised to see Walking One in Little Solace. How can this one assist Walking One? I have extremely bad news. Huh? No, Exia, but this one does not understand. Gamuxio, this one has heard so much wailing. This one would... Gamuxio, this one has heard so much wailing. This one would know what has caused such distress. Terrible news, Elder One. Awful news. Walking One has returned to Little Solace? But why? These ones have not requested further aid. Here's what happened. Noraxia, how did this happen? Explain everything to this one at once. You just deserve to know. So, not only Noraxia, but many of Walking One's friends were lost as well. Noraxia went to tunnel and at the behest of this one. Walking One was with Noraxia at the end. Doubt is one that Noraxia was brave. Doubt is one that Noraxia did not suffer. I can tell you she was brave. This one is glad to hear Walking One's words. Thank you for bringing Noraxia home, Walking One. These ones also wish to thank Praying Ones. Tell Praying Ones these ones will remember this kindness. This one demands vengeance. Imperial Ones must pay. Imperial Ones must suffer. When the time comes for Walking Ones to face Imperial Ones, do not forget these ones. These ones would not have Noraxia's deaths be for naught. These ones will fight. Now calm down. Leave the Imperials to me. Or whatever. We thank you for your service to the Church and the Sylphs. You may be pleased to know that, in your absence, we interred the remaining scions in the Lich Yard. Thank you, and the Sylphs send their thanks as well for returning Eorzea. Perhaps you still wish to do more for your friends? If so, I would remind you that you have already done so much on their behalf. Please take a rest and set aside your burdens for now, Lahee. That sounds like good advice. That sounds like very good advice. And that's what's gonna be it for today. On this very depressing note, things are starting to get real. Real. What is this box beside me, by the way? Was it always there? But yes, next Sunday at 8 PM GMT+3, I'll be playing more Planet Crafter with Yellow. And Final Fantasy XIV will be back next Monday and Wednesday at 8 PM GMT+3. If you've been watching me on Twitch, I do have a YouTube channel with VODs. If you've been watching me through the YouTube, you can check me live on Twitch. But for now, thank you guys so much for watching. I am the Plane Shifter. He is Lahee Eshkree. And we are phasing out. Bye.